Water God TV, man, we back with another video. They got you. They got him. SBF Sam Bankman-Fried. They got him. They just found him guilty of 7 fraud charges. We're gonna get into that. We'll think about how much time we'll guesstimate and figure out how much time he's gonna get. This article is brought to you by CNN. I'm not gonna go over the whole article, but I am going to highlight some points of the article. And if y'all don't know, in the description, you can support the channel, man. He'll keep me going, and you can subscribe and hit that like button for me. But if y'all don't know, I've been going over this SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, for a while. You know, I was waiting for him to get sentenced. He's been having a lot of things going on, but let's go over some highlights in this. Okay, so after 15 days of testimony and about 4.5 hours of deliberations, juries returned a verdict that found him guilty on 7 counts of fraud and conspiracy. So that's big. Bankman-Fried also looked sunken as the verdict was read out. After the jury was released, he stood head bowed and shaking as his lawyer spoke in his ear. A few feet behind him, his parents stood watching. As Bankman-Fried was escorted out of the room, he turned back and smiled at his parents. His father, Joe Bankman, put his arm around his wife's shoulders as their son left the room. And his mom, Barbara Fried, she broke down in tears. Now, there were people, I'm going to stop there. There were people that said that his mom and dad was also behind the whole fraud and conspiracy, but they got no evidence to prove that. So, here it says Bankman-Fried was found guilty of stealing billions of dollars from accounts belonging to customers of his once high-flying crypto exchange FTX. He was also found guilty of defrauding lenders to FTX's sister company, the hedge founder Alameda Research, which held FTX customer funds in a bank account. So the crazy thing is that what I wanted to this is what's deep, okay? When he later discovered in the fall of 2022 that Alameda owed $8 billion to FTX, no one was fired. Other charges Bankman-Fried was found guilty of, including defrauding investors in FTX and money laundering charge. So y'all know money laundering charge off it. It's at least like 7 years. I mean, conspiracy, I think, is like 15 to 10. So I mean, he got money. We'll see what they definitely give him. I'm going to go over some sentences of some other people, but we'll see how it goes. The verdict caps a year-long saga that took the 31-year-old Bankman-Fried from a billionaire living in a luxury apartment in the Bahamas to a defendant in part of the biggest white-collar crime cases since Madoff Ponzi scheme that fell apart in 2009. So he should get similar time to what Bernie Madoff got. I mean, hearing what this article is reading. But what was interesting in this whole thing was his star witness was his ex-girlfriend. Okay, so the ex-girlfriend was the star witness. So over the 4 weeks of the trial, Bankman-Fried watched and parade of people he once considered his closest confidants testify against him. That includes friends from math camp and MIT who became his co-founders, and critically, his ex-girlfriend and trusted business advisor, 28-year-old Carolyn Ellison. So she had to testify on him. All right, she wasn't trying to go down for this. The most damning evidence against Bankman-Fried came from Ellison, who testified for the prosecution over 3 days. So Ellison, at times emotional at the testimony, offered a narrative of events in which virtually every decision at both Alameda and FTX came down to Bankman-Fried, who founded and was the majority owned of both firms. A common refrain from Ellison when asked who directed her to carry out various actions, criminal or otherwise, was a variation on the words Sam did it. So y'all see here, man. I mean, everybody turned on him when he once he got indicted. Now they go over what's next for Bankman-Fried. Judge Lewis Kaplan set Sam Bankman-Fried's sentence hearing for March 28th. He is expected to remain in federal jail in Brooklyn while he awaits sentencing. His legal headaches are far from over. A second trial on 5 additional charges that were served from these proceedings is scheduled for March, though Judge Kaplan asked prosecutors to decide by February 1st whether that will proceed. So, man, he looking at 30. In my opinion, he looking at about 30, okay? I think he probably gonna get something where Bernie Madoff got, but y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. How much time do you think he deserved for stealing billions of dollars? All right, and he walked out of the courtroom and smiled at his mom and dad. Mom broke down crying. That's we've seen. I don't know. I've seen a lot of shorts on YouTube where people get a big sentence, 30, 40 years, and they just break down crying. Right? Let me know what y'all think about this, man. SBF, he going down. Is he doing 30, 20? You think they'll give him like 5, 10 years in probation? They like to keep it. He got the complexion for the protection. So let me know what y'all think, man. I'll catch y'all in the next one.